Yo, everybody, who's ready for double ace week? Double the ace, double the fun. We got ourselves 2 attorney days, and here we go. It is Wednesday, and we are about to do a 2-parter trial this week. That's right, this trial is going to be separated into 2 different parts, with Edgeworth playing the role of defense attorney for the first and only time in his life. Because Phoenix is dead. Well, not really dead. He's in the hospital suffering from a cold, because apparently that's the only thing he got was a cold, and after falling into a freezing cold river. So he was like, hey, Miles, can you defend for me? And he's like, oh, God. All right. Now I gotta go find a prosecutor because nobody can find Masked Man. Yeah, because Godo's gone for some reason. Meanwhile, he's over in New Orleans at the jazz club like, I never realized that these coffee clubs combined with jazz would make a perfect little shindig. I gotta bring this over to Californication, Japan.
Daddy!
Californication?
Mommy, where'd Daddy go? Oh, he went out for
California.
some coffee and he never came back.
Hey, listen.
Hey,
I like me some red hot chili peppers, alright?
Let's
mean,
just
come
get
on.
this
Hold on,
party
I'm
started.
switching over.
Every time I listen to Get It Away, Get It Away, Get It Away, that's what I'm drinking my coffee with. Alright, let's get going. Oh yeah, and a mystery prosecutor. It's gonna be a new one, but Mooney's gonna play it, and I think everyone's gonna be excited about this new prosecutor.
Okay.
And of course, and by the way, Canadian judge comes back.
Oh, bro.
And Bikini Lady's here, so
God.
anybody that was hoping to see a person in a bikini, you go somewhere else.
Oh my. Mr. Loris feels that way about me?
Apparently, he isn't aware of your real secret at all.
Oh, no, not thank goodness. Larry's a creep.
There's no time to be embarrassed.
I'm sorry. I'm just hardly accustomed to that sort of thing.
We're not, and in any case, whether it was that he saw... Oh fuck, let me do that again. Whatever it was that he saw on the night of the incident, mark my words, I will drag it out of him.
Does that mean Mr. Loris is the witness today?
No.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank goodness. We can go through an entire trial without Larry.
I believe that none will be the first to take the stand.
Miles is like, oh God, I have to put up with either Larry or this bikini lady. One wants to jump on me and just ride me silly, and the other one just wants to bore me with the childhood memories. I don't know which one is more torture.
Oh, come here, sweetie. Let me grab that sweet ass of yours.
At least buy me dinner. I don't know what my accent's doing.
And please give me tea while you're at it.
Sister Bikini.
She claims to have seen the very instant in which you carried out the crime. I just want to ask you one last time. It really wasn't you who killed Miss Elise Dunham, correct?
Dunham.com.
Dunham.
That is correct. It wasn't me.
Very well then.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes.
You are a prosecutor, aren't you? Are you sure about this? If your true identity is revealed...
Don't worry. I've made the necessary arrangements.
Don't tell me he's in disguise.
He's a chameleon.
I'm wearing a fake mustache.
Am I not? Am I not turtling enough for the Turtle Club?
Iris. It is a prosecutor's job to doubt people. But right now, I am a defense attorney. A defense attorney's job is to believe in people, and to believe until the bitter end. That's what my friend told me once.
Mr. Edgeworth.
I simply ask that you watch and decide for yourself whether or not I am fit to do the task I have been entrusted.
Very well, sir. I leave my defense in your capable hands.
Have a bite, yay.
And here we go.
I would like some syrup, Mr. Judge.
Oh, I got plenty of it. I also got plenty of hockey pucks, sticks, and some intimate Oilers jerseys, because fuck the Florida Panthers for kicking our ass in the Stanley Cup. I'm so mad about that, by the way. It was Game 7. We won 3 in a row, and they still kicked our ass in Miami. Fuck them. I hope to see them in the Stanley Cup again, and then kick their ass again with Connor McDavid.
Do you got Avril Lavigne CDs?
Oh yeah, plenty. And all the best of Mike Myers. Anyway, court is now in session for the trial of Sister Iris of Hazakor Temple.
Oh, no disguise.
Oh.
Damn.
You was your kid.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Not even sunglasses.
Not even a mustache.
What the fuck?
And I'm
Yeah.
fighting the Invisible Man.
I guess this new prosecutor is gonna show up fashionably late. The defense does indeed appear to be ready. However, the same cannot be said for the prosecution in this case.
Indeed.
I'm not sure I like such a blatant waste of this court's time. I mean, I had to get up at 6 a.m. An empty prosecutor's chair can only mean that the prosecutor has no confidence in their ability to prove their case. This will be the shortest trial in Ace Attorney history. It would seem this case is already over before it had a chance to begin. Sorry, everybody playing this game. I'm ready to announce my verdict at this time. The court finds the defendant...
Right.
I'm back, bitches. The prosecution stands ready.
When I saw the whip, I knew!
And you are?
Francisca Von Karma, prosecuting prodigy.
Von Karma, you say? Perchance you wouldn't be of any relation to the legendary prosecutor Magfred Von Karma.
Oatmeal Man!
Let's in the past. I am a Von Karma, that is all. Upon a special request, I flew in today for the purpose of prosecuting this case.
You did? Then you must be quite a big shot, eh? By the way, Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm almost certain that I've seen you somewhere before. Or am I just imagining things? You look...
like the judge.
You very much like a prosecutor I met once.
I believe you are imagining things, Your Honor.
Miss Von Karma, do you have anything to say?
There is no such weakling as this man among those in the prosecutor's office.
There isn't? But I'm sure once before in this courtroom... Blah, blah.
I told you there is no such weakling.
I warned you about this bitch, Honor. She's a pistol.
What is that? A whip? I'm not sure I care for such a thing in my courtroom. But bailiff, remove that whip and...
I have no objection to the whip.
What have I done? What have I done?
How could this happen to me?
If only I had a MySpace account. The judge now realizes the turmoil that he's in. He's in an Ace Attorney trial.
Yeah. Good luck, bitch. At least it's not me being whipped. I'm going to the fucking Beastie Boys concert. I can fucking smoke some weed and have some fun. Ta-ta, bitch.
I'm missing Nickelback for this. You don't?
I'll bring you back a t-shirt, little brother.
The prosecution can wield a whip or drink 17 cups of coffee.
Wait a minute, how do you know about my gimmick?
Word spreads, masked man.
Oh.
Oh, poor little baby can't come up with a good whip, so you have to have Whippy Girl over there do it for you, I see.
Whip it. Whip it good. It's not too late.
But there...
Thank you.
Hold on, I gotta drink. But there is still only one truth. That is what I stand here to prove today.
This promises to be interesting, Miles Edgeworth.
Oh yeah, brother. This is like brother versus sister right here.
Uh-huh.
I had expected to face Phoenix Wright here today.
Thank God I'm in a hospital bed. The last time I got whipped to death, I didn't think I was gonna make it through.
But looking at you now, maybe this is what I have been waiting for all this time.
Oh no.
Miles Edgeworth, I will not allow this chance to crush you slip through my fingers.
I see you brought your flair for the histrionic.
Allow me to add to the things I'm not sure about. People acting bizarrely in my court. Thank God I don't watch JoJo. Ah!
Ace Attorney.
The stage is set. Now continue with the proceedings, Your Honor.
Very well. Miss Von Karma, please give an outline of this case. With as little whipping as possible.
Oh, but we like the whipping.
The murder victim is the famed picture book author, Miss Elise Dunham.
Hi, darling.
Her body was found at the Hazakura Temple courtyard. She had been stabbed through the torso by a ceremonial sword from a golden statue.
The sword in this picture is the weapon in question, correct? Very well. The court accepts this photo of the crime scene. I would not want to be that woman right now.
There is no mistake. This was the doing of Sister Iris. After all, there is a witness to her crime.
Very well. Please bring this witness to the stand.
Wait till the judge find out my name is Bikini.
And so it begins. My first and last trial as a defense attorney.
Hello, I can't give up.
Witness, state your name and occupation, please.
Wait, hold on here. I'm not sure about being not sure if I care for this at all. Witness, please stand up nice and straight.
If I recall correctly, there are a few milk crates in the defendant's lobby for our back pain-plagued witness.
Just so you know, the milk crates are in there because I needed them for the coffee, and I thought Trite wouldn't mind if I left just a few in there. I gotta have a lot for my 17 cups.
Wait, you thought he had his coffee as dark as the night, so no...
Yeah, we all thought he was black.
You don't know that... Listen, I have plenty of different blends. Number 107 is my favorite because it's dark as night, but I have 106 others. Some of them require milk. Bailiff, fetch a crate for this poor lady, please. And while you're at it, get her a massage chair.
Once again, Your name and occupation, please.
Little old me, well, I'm the head nun. Zutrail Temple on the Eagle Mountain. Head nun. My name is Bikini. Got it? Bikini. Nice to meet everyone.
He's like, deadass, what the hell is going on?
Okay, so let me get this straight. This trial has a woman with a whip, a woman that's named Bikini, and a man that I'm sure is gaslighting me to hell. What is going on? Does my big brother have to put up with this all the time?
Welcome to my S&M dungeon, bitch.
Oh no, this has got to be a nightmare. This is a nightmare. This is the nightmare. This is the one last thing I needed in my life.
He is so delulu right now, it's unbelievable.
That's the face of a man who's questioning his life choices.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to be a judge. I just wanted to do trials. And here I am being I'm getting mentally fucked, I'm getting physically fucked, and I'm getting sexually fucked?
Okay, this needs to be clipped.
Okay.
Yeah. His brain has, like, completely
Weird
went to
touch, they said.
AOL
Hold
on
up
speed
and
dial
look
right now, or
now look where it's got you.
or he's blue screen right now.
But you don't appear to be wearing a bikini right now. Blah!
The court is in the Garden of Holy Judgment.
Oh, I didn't realize we were in the Garden of Eden.
Those with lechery in their hearts should leave the sanctuary at once.
Oh, thank you, Miss Von Karma, for giving me an out. Bye, everybody. Mistrial.
Get your ass back here, Judge.
You want me to leave?
No need to get your bikinis in a twist. Let me tell you, I'm a sight to behold in summer.
Oh, I just realized fall is in a few days, so it's still summer, folk.
In any case, witness, I hear that you saw the crime take place on the night in question.
That's right. I can still hardly believe it was it myself, to be honest. There's no way my dear little Iris could do anything like that.
Let us hear what you have to say then. First, tell us about your movements that night, eh? I like how this game I have to actually spell out the Canadian version of words, because we have to make sure that I know how to do Canadian accent. This didn't happen in the last case.
That's because it was a different... Oh, yeah.
That night, I was helping in Akloy with her training in the inner temple, but... Well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. So, I left Iris to help the Akloy and returned to Hukara Temple. There's no bath at the inner temple, you see. And I needed a long, hot soak.
Oh, God.
I'm not falling for it, ma'am.
It was after I finished, just as I was heading back. When I saw it!
So it was simply coincidence that you found yourself returning to Hazakura Temple?
Yes, you could say that. If my back hadn't been in so much pain, I would have stayed at the inner temple.
That sounds like a pretty important statement you just made.
There is only one problem with this testimony that I can see. You're not about to fall for it at the first hurdle, are you now, Mr. Miles Edgeworth?
What's with the stare down, Edgy? Mr. Edgeworth, please begin your cross-examination. I'm not gonna be bested by my little sister.
cry, little sister. Thou shalt. Okay.
Oh god.
What is this inner temple?
Well, you see, conversing with the spirits is what we train people to do, right?
We'll be the ones asking you the questions, madam.
In order to do that, a place strong in the spiritual power is required. There's a small temple across Dusty Bridge
Oh,
called
goddammit.
the Inner Temple. Acolytes must spend an entire night there to undergo intense training.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
And how exactly do you help with this process?
It is all quite exacting. It can't be performed without a nun supervising.
Yeah,
God damn it.
that's an interesting word. It's exacting. I've never heard that before.
Exacting.
I've never heard that.
Like a tutor watching to make sure a spoiled child studies.
A tutor with a whip in your case.
What is this case this week?
If that is the case, then why did you return to Hazakura Temple where the murder took place?
Hold it!
Violently?
That's right. It's no laughing matter, especially in the winter. I can't hold anything heavier than a knife and fork during the cold months.
Damn.
Damn, indeed.
Dude, I'm having a feeling there's a fat joke in there somewhere. Just being alive is like strict training.
Oh, bro.
On the sorry. On the night of the murder, was this fabulous back of yours hurting again?
Wow, edgy.
Damn.
That's right. Raging like a bull in a pig pen. I almost fainted once or twice. I just knew that unless I warmed it up, it was going to finally finish me off.
God, this back must have a mind of its own. It's like that one stand in part 4.
Right?
Cheap Trick?
Yep.
Oh god damn it, not Cheap Trick.
You left Iris to help. With what?
What do you think? The acolyte training, of course. It was just past 10 p.m., so we were starting to enter into the training exercise proper.
Wasn't it your place to remain with the disciple?
Well, the job is simply to watch over the acolytes so that they don't pass away.
Just to confirm this point again, that night, you met Iris in the inner temple, correct?
Yes, she a gentle, honest girl. She never once failed to follow my directions.
Hold it!
So, you returned to Hazakura Temple in order to take a bath.
My back is to blame for everything. It's a do or be done in kind of world, after all.
How long were you in the bath for, if you don't mind me asking? All the
Edgy.
details, just the time you had to take. Don't misconstrue my words.
My, what a filthy little rogue you are. I know what's going on in your mind.
But, madam, I'm not interested.
I'm gay. I bet your next question is going to be, what exactly did you wash?
I beg your pardon.
And this is why you have to watch the young ones.
God damn, this is Oh god. Why am I thinking of part 2 right now?
About that, I was.
Pathetic. Miles Edgeworth.
The lowest of the low.
You know that I'm not interested. After all, I had you play Wing Woman on my behalf before. Oh gosh.
Why are you bringing that up again?
Is there some sort of kick-me sign stuck to the defense's bench?
Yes.
I put that there a couple of cases ago. Maya, why do you keep kicking me?
Anyways, I couldn't afford to be away from my post for too long. You understand? So,
Jesus.
The crime took place in the courtyard, correct?
when you go away from my room to the main hall, you have to take a winding hallway from which you can see the courtyard.
That's right. In other words, it was pure coincidence that the witness saw the crime taking place before her eyes. There was no complicated setup in this case.
That certainly seems to be true.
There is indeed only one problem with this testimony. If I can clearly point out what it is, then I can begin to quantify just how good this witness's memories and observation skills are. Witnesses have to undergo their own trials, I'm afraid. The defendant's fate rests on their powers of observation and memory, after all.
Well, don't worry. I'm more than up to the task. I'm a woman of faith, after all, the head of the honcho of the Hakazai Temple.
In that case, Miss Honcho, I'd like you to explain something for me. The discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant Iris. She claims that after ringing the lights out bell, she went back and stayed in her room. Which means she did not go to the inner temple at all.
No! She said...
A defendant or a witness? Who is more likely to lie, do you suppose? The defendant is simply lying to cover her back.
But that is completely illogical. The murder was committed in the courtyard of Hazakura Temple. Claiming that she went to the inner temple would make for a much better alibi.
But that is odd. Whatever the reason, I can't believe she would lie.
She does indeed have honest eyes. Ah!
All people lie. That is my belief.
Why am I the only one being whipped in here?
Because you've been a naughty, naughty boy, Mr. Jones.
Oh god, get me out of this place.
Objection.
Anyway, neither the witness nor the defendant have any reason to lie. Which means, we must call your memory into question.
Dear. You're older than me, and yet you want to play that game, do you?
Well, that isn't exactly what I...
My memory is perfect, crystal clear, especially in the winter.
And I suppose it's too early to end this cross-examination, eh? Mr. Edgeworth, if you are going to question the memory of this witness, you will need to show me a more decisive piece of evidence.
Understood, Your Honor. I was naive to think that alone would do the trick.
Then please add your comments about Iris to the testimony. and let us return to the cross-examination.
Alright, hold on. And I gotta do a quick BRB. Just a
Okay.
dirty beat.
Alright. Not this one. Not this one. No. This one. Witness, let's get one thing straight. The defendant who you claim to have met, she was wearing this demon warding hood, correct?
Of course. That is a very important piece of clothing. I'll have you know. Wait a minute.
Hold it right there!
Why do you have that?
Oh, sorry. That's the question of the day now, isn't it, Miss Von Karma? I'll have you know that this hood was given to someone as a gift that night, before the lights out bell was rung.
What?
You know where I'm going with this, don't you? If the witness had seen the defendant as she claims, then the iris she saw should have been missing this very hood.
Well,
It's not a bad feeling at all, exposing contradictions like this. Now I understand that happy look on Wright's face every time he does it.
Oh, damn.
He's pumping his fists in the air.
Sister. This hood? You have spare ones around the temple, don't you?
well, I do intend to make too many of them.
I see. A stockpile. A surplus of hoods, eh?
Each nun is only given one hood. This should be the only hood that Iris owns.
Then this is quite strange. Wow!
If there is a surplus of hoods, she could have won one of those.
There is no contradiction here.
I'm sorry to break this to you, Miss Von Karma, but you won't get away that easily. Discrepancies such as these will sow seeds in any human heart. The seeds of doubt. Witness, while I don't wish to call your testimony into doubt, you must give every detail with precision.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable going along with this.
Sister,
You shall continue with your testimony.
tell us what you saw after.
Finish your bag on your way back to the inner temple.
Those seeds of doubt are sprouting in the judge's heart. They just need a little more stimulation to bear fruit. Contradictory stimulation. Why am I being shown when stimulation is in the same place? And why are my eyes closed when this is being said?
Poor Joey.
This was supposed to be Ace Week. This was supposed to be Ace Attorney Asexual Week, and then it's gone in the opposite direction.
Isn't it like bisexual month or something?
I have no idea.
Let me look.
Sorry
Oh
about
my-
that.
Sorry, Joey's not going your way with all this simulation.
You're right. It
Well, at
is.
least
What
you said simulation. Thank God.
You
Stimulation.
said you're right, Circus. It's in September during the week of the 23rd.
Yep. Happy bisexual month.
I finished my bath around 11 and I thought I should return to the inner temple. And as I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a look and Iris was, Mystic Elise, and with that sword, all the things. Mystic Elise was staying in the corner room which faces out onto the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window.
You saw a truly terrible sight, didn't you? If I was in your place, then it would be much like Miss Von Karma whipping Mr. Edgeworth in two in court. And me seeing it all from this very chair.
That could be arranged.
No, I'm just imagining it in my brain. And that's all I want it to be in. Well, something like that.
This feels like a Scrubs episode, though, guys.
I'm loving it.
This judge.
On a very special All My Children.
Hi, Gumshoe.
His
Oh, hi.
imagination is about as vivid and creative as Detective Gumshoe.
I take that as a compliment.
Give this guy some more ramen noodles. He needs it.
I would look the fool if I commented on such foolishness. Anyway, this case is mine, Miles Edgeworth.
Calling everyone by their full name. Can't you do something about that habit of yours? How far is it from your room to the inner temple?
Think a moment. About 20 minutes on these stumps of mine.
Did you say stumps? You must be a regular strong sad. Because he's got elephant feet.
Oh yes, I'm quite short. It's about 15 minutes to Dusky Bridge from Arkansas, Zora Temple. God dang it, I can't speak tonight.
Probably the toothache must have kicked in.
No. The inner temple is just beyond the bridge. It was like a tongue twister for me to say there for a second.
Oh, you never made it back that night, did you?
That's right. I was heading along the walkway towards the main hall.
You say you heard a noise.
Oh, just like that.
Thump.
Only be the sound of the victim falling.
It's very quiet in the temple, you know. You can even hear the snow falling from the branches. Wait. Just like that.
But then, couldn't this noise you heard have been snow falling to the ground?
I never thought of that.
Ho 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 ho! Ah!
One to laugh gets a whipping.
No, Gumshoe, no! No!
This is a death wish, motherfucker!
Well, whatever the source of the sound, I looked over at the courtyard and...
This is the second time that the witness has testified to seeing the defendant. But some doubt remains in these claims.
I mean... Just because you're a good-looking young man doesn't give you the right to...
The murderer who stabbed the victim with the sword. Sister Bikini, try to recall exactly who it was you saw, as clearly as you can.
Well, you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you. Oh, now that you mention it, there was something awfully strange about her. Something that has been bugging me all this time.
Please, don't keep us in suspense.
Good.
Her hood?
That's right. It's coming back to me. Iris, she wasn't wearing her hood. I thought something was out of place, but it all makes sense now, doesn't it? After all, she'd given that hood away to someone, right?
Ugh.
You dug your own grave, Miles Edgeworth.
What do you say, Mr. Edgeworth? Is this testimony important?
This line of questioning is only going to tear the wound open further. These statements are as useless as the investigations of a certain detective. There's no need to record them.
Ouch.
Very well. Please continue with your testimony.
The room the victim was staying in overlooked the courtyard, correct?
Which means the victim's room was on the second floor?
No. Temple is a single-story building. But the mountain itself slopes downwards, which elevates the main gate side of the temple and the guest rooms in the back to about the height of a two-story building.
This is my snack bar, Elliot.
I
I hope
see.
you brought enough.
And the victim was staying in one of these elevated rooms, correct?
Yes, I should know. I'm the one who carried her things to her room, after all. Even my poor back didn't like it after that.
What makes you so sure of all of this?
It's just like I told you earlier. I heard a noise from the courtyard, okay? Thump. Just like that.
You're one smart sister. I'll give you that. The autopsy report states that the victim's body was covered in bruises, indicating a fall from around 10 feet in height.
Get off my desk.
It appears that the witness was not mistaken then.
Yep. I'm more than just a pretty face, especially in winter. I'm a woman of faith, after all. The head honcho of Sakura Temple.
There's only two of them working there.
What's wrong, Miles Edgeworth? No snappy comeback remark?
It doesn't feel like she's lying. And this is very powerful testimony, too. He claims to have seen the instant in which the defendant stabbed the victim. There are only two things I can believe in right now. My client Iris and my own abilities as a defense attorney. Impressive logic. That's what I'd like to say, anyway.
Oh, please do. My brain is something else, especially in winter.
Take a shot every time she says, especially in winter.
I know, I'm to the point where I just want to fucking take a gun to my...
Oh, whoa.
Every time she says it.
However, I think you are overlooking one thing. Miss Von Karma, would you be so kind as to take another look at the autopsy report?
And FYI, I was talking about a water gun.
The autopsy report?
The victim did fall from a height of 10 feet. However, this fall was after she was killed.
What?
That's right. It says after death right here.
The scene the witness claims to have seen is contradictory. If the defendant stabbed and killed the victim there in the courtyard, then how did the victim then go on to take a 10-foot fall?
Order. Sup, Artzit?
Hello.
The victim was killed and then fell. If that is the case, then the victim must have been killed in her room. Don't you agree?
That is the logical conclusion. Yes, that's right. The victim must have been stabbed by the defendant in her own room. And she was then thrown out of the window and down into the courtyard below.
Were there any signs of a struggle in Ms. Donham's room? She was stabbed with a sword. That would leave a blood stain, wouldn't you agree?
Well, Miss Von Karma, was there any blood? Wah!
No traces of blood were found in the victim's room.
Your whip has just caused traces of blood to be found on my glorious playoff beard. However, if there was no blood in the room, then your claim that wah!
I'm sure there is no need for me to go over this. As I'm sure your honor is well aware of when a stab wound produces the most blood.
When it produces the most blood?
Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body, that would be when the blade is removed.
Indeed, with the weapon still in place. It acts like a lid on the wound.
That's true. With the weapon still in the body, there wouldn't be much bleeding. A perfectly reasonable line of thinking.
We have come to a conclusion then. The victim was thrown on the window with the sword still in place. This removes all of the contradictions.
Order! I must admit that this is a probable version of events.
I'd expect no less from Franziska von Kama. She locates and takes control of every vital point.
It seems that we need a clearer testimony from the witness. Remove all supposition on your part and tell us only the facts, please. Witness, please, remain standing on the crate.
Gogo's selling me short now. The weight of winter snow has bitten me out of shape.
Especially in winter, I get it.
Especially my back and my mood.
Sister, please,
Give us your testimony.
I will give you a vigorous massage.
Once we're finished here.
With the whip.
Oh boy, alright.
No comment.
It's getting kiki up in here today.
When I brought Koss at the scene, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mystic Elise. I never seen so much blood before. That's when I fainted. You can't blame me, can you? And when I woke up, Mystic Emmy was stabbing Mystic Elise through the back.
What?
What?
This all confirms Miss Von Karma's theory.
Von
Karma strive for nothing but perfection.
putting together such facts is nothing for me.
You should know that, Miles Edgeworth.
Perfection is an impossibility, Franziska von Karma. And I'm here to teach you just that. At that time, was the victim bleeding?
Well, I was very shocked at seeing all this. Of course. So I'm not entirely sure. But I don't think I saw any blood. Not then.
I'm sure that you didn't. The weapon was acting as a plug in the wound.
In any case, let's be clear on one very important point. Did you actually see the instant in which the victim was stabbed? Think carefully. This is very important.
It's Iris we're talking about here. I'm thinking for all I'm worth. No, even when I looked over, the sword was already in Mystic Elise's body.
It might not be conclusive, but this testimony supports her theory.
The victim was stabbed in a room and then dropped into the courtyard. I think this proves it rather well, Miles Edgeworth.
So you're saying that you saw the victim's blood?
Yeah, right. Some of it had sputtered onto Iris too.
When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating in her room. And her blood-flecked clothing was neatly folded in the corner.
What? Her clothes were blood-flecked as well.
That seems quite conclusive to me.
What should I do? Press this point further. Going back to your previous statement. You said that you saw a little bleeding when the victim was stabbed. But now, you say you saw the victim bleeding.
Well, I say that when I saw is what I saw.
Well, what did you see?
Maybe I didn't see the poor woman get stabbed. But I saw the girl pull the sword out of her, plain as day.
Pulling the sword out.
But it wasn't exactly pulling. It was more like it came out.
Witness, you will add this statement to your testimony.
Oh, that was important?
More important than you can imagine. Smoothly, you say. You're saying you saw the sword smoothly slide out.
That's right. The whole thing happened right next to the gold statue of Mystic Amy. Mystic Elise was on the ground and Iris was stooped over her. The sword was burned up the whole hilt. When Iris stood up, the sword in her hand just slid out of Mystic Elise's body. It slid out with the gap wound and
It goes without saying that if the sword was removed, there would be bleeding.
Nothing out of place here.
Is that really the case? I can't help but feel that something about this testimony is very out of place. That something which couldn't have possibly happened appears to have happened. Was the bleeding caused by the sword? Oh, sorry. Fucking hell.
The sword removing the killer?
Was the bleeding caused by the killer removing the sword?
I never realized the sword could be a murderer.
No mistake in it. I can remember it all, clear as day.
Don't you think that's a bit odd?
What do you mean, Miles Edgeworth?
Why would the killer pull out the sword?
What?
If all she wanted to do was place the weapon in the hand of the gold statue, then there was no reason to remove it from the body. All that would have accomplished is causing the victim to bleed unnecessarily. Your thoughts, Miss Von Karma?
Indeed. It is strange now that you mention it.
I'm going to need to find an answer to this mystery too.
Anyway, the witness saw something terrible. So, what did you do after that, witness?
Now, on to what the killer did next. You saw none of it, correct?
Well, I was unconscious.
How long were you out for?
I don't know. 10? Maybe 20 minutes? A young man with a very prickly looking head woke me up. By stepping on me, actually.
Oh!
I'm not sure I like that method of resuscitation.
Well, I wasn't asking for mouth-to-mouth or anything of sort.
Thank
but I would
God.
welcome it. But I would have welcomed a more gentle awakening right about then, let me tell you.
I should have words with the offender personally.
Achoo, achoo, achoo.
What did you see upon awakening? By Mystic Army, you are referring to the golden statue, correct?
Just stabbing someone with a... Help!
Shikashito.
Tito.
Shikashito, a sacred treasure is terrible enough. I don't know Japanese words. Give me a break. But
Neither do I.
Mystic Army hold the blade.
Truly a heinous, despicable crime.
It is easy to despise something. Anyone can do it. However, there is something that cannot be done so easily.
Whatever it is, I'm sure it's doubly hard for you. Anyway, what is the problem?
Exactly why would the killer set up this gruesome scene? Can anyone explain the reasoning behind that?
Tell me why?
No, I don't think I can. Not even in Backstreet song form.
There isn't anything.
There isn't always a logical reason behind why someone acts.
That's true, so true. In early spring, for example, I often find myself...
There isn't always. That phrase might come in handy someday. There are too many unnatural elements in this case. Why was it necessary to use the Shiki Shito from the Ami statue as a weapon?
See, Self had trouble too.
I'm well aware.
Why was the weapon ultimately placed back in the hand of the statue? If I can expose the flaws in his testimony, perhaps then I will begin to find the truth.
Well, that's what Phoenix does anyway, so we're used to
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Sister Bikini, you are a reliable witness. At least I'd like to think so, but there are too many contradictions here.
Mean. You make it sound as though I'm a liar. But you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you.
Oh, God. What contradictions are you talking about?
God, this nun's horny.
In the
Oh my-
scene that the witness claims to have seen. Oh gosh, he is. The weapon was
Witness?
thrust up to its hilt into
Whoa.
the victim.
Whoa, Mr. Edgeworth, make sure you get your words right. You're gonna put some bad thoughts in this judge's mind.
Poor judge, he's sitting there like he's watching the circus in front of him.
Hey, that's her name, no.
Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body. However, both of these are complete impossibilities.
What do you mean? Please explain you. Wow.
Explain yourself.
Express yourself.
To start with, do you think it would be possible to stab someone to the hilt with this? No matter how I look at the defendant, she doesn't appear strong enough for that.
Wow, that's pretty
Doesn't appear. What meaningless dribble. I too may appear to be weak and frail, but I can crush any man under my heel and make them weep should I so choose.
The objection stands. I wept a little back there, I must admit.
You poor sip.
That isn't the only issue here. If this sword was truly stabbed into the body up to the hilt, well, just look at all the branches on it. It certainly wouldn't have come out smoothly.
But that's...
We also have the problem of the amount of bleeding. It's true that when a blade is left in a body, it acts as a plug of sorts. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, it's an entirely different story. The wound would be too large for the blade to completely stop the bleeding.
It's nothing more than a conjecture. In reality, the victim was stabbed with the shichishito. Even a weapon of this nature may still sometimes slide out smoothly and may still sometimes stop the blood loss.
I'm not finished. There's still one more conclusive contradiction.
You've still got more?
But wait, there's more. This one is simple. If this sword was really thrust in all the way to the hilt, why is there only blood on the tip of it?
Ah!
If this witness is telling the truth, then there should be blood along the entire length of this sword.
He's right.
No!
Order, wow!
Bravo, Miles Edgeworth. Raising this many contradictions from a single piece of evidence. All the other attorneys I know couldn't even match one, if that.
But what does this all mean? You have proven contradictions regarding the murder weapon, but...
Having come this far, there can only be one answer.
And that is?
The weapon used to kill the victim was not the Shito.
What?
A foolish idea born from the foolish mind of a foolhardily foolish fool.
Let's examine this again. What was it that made us think that this sword was a murder weapon?
Well, it's because Mystic Ami was holding it.
Exactly. However, if you reflect on this, that is the only basis we have to assume such a thing. The impression left by the scene was just too strong. That is what...
I'm gonna go take care of something.
Alright, that is what influenced it. It influenced us to believe that the Shito was the murder weapon.
Order. Blah.
So maybe the Chichitito was not the murder weapon. Even if that is the case, it changes nothing, Miles Edgeworth. The sister saw everything. She saw the defendant stab the victim with a sword-like object.
That's true. Your response, Mr. Edgeworth.
If that is so, I would like the prosecution to answer the obvious question it raises.
The obvious question?
Yes, namely, where did the real murder weapon disappear to? It goes without saying that the police searched the main hall and the surrounding area. Perhaps the prosecution can enlighten us to if a sword-like object was found.
That's...
Answer the question, Miss Von Karma.
No evidence of the kind was found.
Another mystery to throw onto the pile. A trial without a murder weapon is a tricky beast.
Excuse me, could I say something? I just remember something, actually. What is it, sister? I'm just thinking it's possible that just maybe what actually happened was it was just over there.
What exactly are you going on about here?
The murder weapon, I mean. Maybe... I think I might know where the sword was disposed of. Well then... I think we need to hear the testimony from you one more time, sister.
Impossible. What else could this old woman have seen?
I saw the murder around 11 p.m. And after asking that it could be reported, I went out to the main gate. And there I saw tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used. It takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusty Bridge, but less than 5 using those. Maybe they threw the weapon into Eagle Rider and came back while I was knocked out. Iris could have done that. She can drive a snowmobile after all.
Witness, please tell us everything you know right away next time.
Well, I am not the best of shape with my back and age, you know.
Especially in winter, I know.
Quiet. There were indeed snowmobile tracks in front of the main gate. Here is the photograph.
Look at this photograph.
Something, something, something,
It
laugh.
makes me laugh.
A snowmobile, eh? I see. Well, it certainly is an interesting theory.
The tracks begin in front of the Hazara Temple and run all the way to Dusky Bridge.
Are we sure that idiot Larry didn't take it?
I hope not. I would really hope not. Even I get sick of Larry.
I'm back.
Good, you can take over now.
That solves your pesky little problem, yes?
The Eagle River's current is
Quite swift, meaning that it doesn't freeze over in winter.
making it the
Perfect place to dispose of the murder weapon.
Did she really go to the river to dispose of the murder weapon?
The murder weapon?
Murder, do we say?
Mr. Edgeworth, your cross-examination, please.
You are sure about the time?
Yes, I was worried about it after all.
Why was that?
Because I have a strong sense of responsibility, especially at this time of year.
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't say winter.
In the winter. The aqua was being de-roused in freezing water at the time.
Wait, did you just say de-roused?
Dallas.
God.
What the fuck?
Excuse me, it's all in winter. I could very well take it easy in the bath all night now, could I? So, 11. I decided to leave Hazara Temple.
Her estimation of the time seems reliable, at least.
Please continue, sister.
You asked Phoenix. Fucking hell. I'm sorry.
Venus.
Venus!
Did you just say Phoenix in my courtroom?
Sorry.
Mr. Edgeworth, I know you have a fantasy about him, but please keep your mind on the trial at all times.
Clip this, please clip this.
Hi, Edgy. I'm inside your brain at all times.
Damn
And I know you've been thinking about my Phoenix. You know you want it, Edgy. You've been asking for it for a long time.
Get away, fuck.
Then again, there is a demon in the Arsquisha known as Phoenix, so...
Oh, Elliot's here now.
Hi, Edgeworth. I'm your biggest fan. My name is Venus.
You asked Phoenix Wright to report the crime, correct?
Even Two Tone Dearly is laughing his ass off.
Did you clip this?
I already did.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I got bit for that. I got a bite on the arm.
Two Tone Dearly. Ed says Edgy has a dirty mind.
Well, there is a running gag on this channel that he's gay for Phoenix, right?
It's like,
Right. The one who trampled me.
it seems she is the type to hold a grudge.
There isn't a phone in the main hall, so I sent him to the bridge.
Phoenix Wright. He didn't even have his cell phone on him.
I'm sorry. Just saying the name out full now is gonna be tough to do after that.
Venus.
Why you gotta bully self now?
Oh, no,
I'm trying to get it out of my mind now. That's what's fucked up.
This is hilarious, though.
Hey, Joey, we got another word for our word salad shit.
Yep.
Yep.
Gosh.
Ace Attorney After Dark.
He had
Okay.
forgotten it at home, apparently.
What a naive boy, as always.
Well, you try going to a temple with a 6-year-old who always starting to beat you up.
Not
I'll
only do I always carry my phone, but I always have my whip in hand, too.
Yes, Sylph, yes. Anyway, I was really scared, and it was taking him a while to get back. So I thought I'd go out by the main gate for a spell.
As I recall, there was a snowmobile outside the main gate when I visited.
That's it. That's the only one we have. It'll run no matter how much snow falls.
Now, you're certain the snowmobile was there at the main gate when you arrived.
Yes, of course. It was parked in front of the gate.
So, Stuart had already gone, discarded the murder weapon, and returned by that time.
I'm not sure if this is really relevant. What should I do? It looks very likely that the snowmobile is related to this case. I can't help but think that Iris used it, but for what? I'd better hold off on this, for now.
Well then, witness. How long does it take to reach the bridge by snowmobile?
In that case, why didn't you use it yourself? You could have spared yourself from walking.
For that, we got a moment for me to explain.
I think that's why the question was asked in the first place.
It was about a month ago. I was driving my beloved little snowmobile happily as can be. I fetched some water and was heading back when I went and crashed into a tree. God
What?
damn it, the Jack and Jill bullshit.
Yeah, I know. This is like the Jack and Jill story, except snowmobiles are allowed here now.
I went to fetch a pail, some water, and headed back and crashed into a tree. Okay.
Like George of the Jungle.
Yeah. The tree and my back both went crunch, just like that. Crunch!
Crunch.
Crunch.
Maple berry, crunch.
Crunchatize!
I haven't been able to find the courage to write anything since. Anyways, the killer must have used it.
Refresh our memory. How long were you knocked out for?
Now I want cereal. Like I said, somewhere between 10 or 20 minutes.
It's possible to get to the bridge and back in 10 minutes using that snowmobile.
I have to concede that is more than enough time.
Is that all you wish to concede, Miles Edgeworth?
He's still thinking about Venus.
Well, it would have been possible time-wise. What element remains out of place here?
Oh, and what would this mystery element be?
The killer's reasoning, Your Honor. Why did the killer do all of this? Why go to Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon when there are other methods?
Too many unanswered questions. Your response, Miss Von Karma? Wah!
Turning to me for help over the slightest thing. Why don't you think for yourself once in a while, Your Honor?
What?
She's as over the top as always.
Anyway. Whatever the reason, the fact remains that the defendant could have done this. The murder weapon was disposed of in the river. Another point to me, Miles Edgeworth.
Another... another mystery to feed the fire. Was there any reason to go and throw away the murder weapon? Luckily, there is surely a problem with this testimony. Now all I have to do is start poking holes in this flawed account. I admit this photograph proves something. It proves that the snowmobile was used on the night of the murder.
You finally accepted the inevitable.
It seems, Miles Edgeworth.
However, if what the witness says is true, then why is there only one set of tracks?
What do you mean?
Iris left Hazakura Temple, threw the weapon into the river, and then returned. If this was the case, then naturally there should be two sets of tracks in the snow. Those from heading out to the bridge and those from coming back.
Ah, you're right.
You are forgetting one thing, Miles Edgeworth. On the night of the murder, it was snowing. The tracks leading to the bridge were erased in the snowfall. This removes your precious contradiction now, doesn't it?
I see. While she was at the river, the snow stopped, leaving just the return tracks in the snow.
What do you have to say now, Miles Edgeworth?
Is there a flaw in her theory? This idea that the snowfall covered one of the set of tracks. The tracks to the river were covered by snow. What a nice theory. However, Miss Von Karma, that is impossible.
Would you care to explain? Why, there's a rude index finger currently pointing in my general direction.
No need. The evidence will do all the talking for me.
On the night of the murder, the killer went to and returned from Dusky Bridge in order to dispose of the murder weapon. The outgoing tracks were erased by snow, or so claims Miss Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth, present your evidence to the contrary, eh? Evidence that the outgoing tracks were not covered by snow.
Witness, please tell us again what time it was when you witnessed the crime.
Like I said, it was around 11.
Of course. This means that the weapon was thrown away after that time, correct? On that note, please take a look at this data. It is the weather report for Eagle Mountain on the night of the murder.
Oh no, it's the stand. Run! It's the deadliest stand in the world. The weather report? Yeah, you have no idea. That weather report killed a priest, Your Honor.
Snow started to fall at 7 p.m., but it stopped at around 10:50. Therefore, when the sister witnessed the crime at 11 p.m., the snow had already stopped falling. No, my bar. It is impossible for any tracks made after that time to have been covered up.
Order! Order! Very well, then. It looks like Miss Von Karma's claim has been snowed in. Blah!
It's too soon to be closing this trial due to snow. Miles Edgeworth, how pathetic of you to rely on the weather of all things.
Thank you. I'll be here all night.
I'm not very aware if there's in case of any frogs that seem to be falling from the sky. Answer me this then. When is the weather report ever correct?
It doesn't have to be correct. All it has to do is kill stand users. No. You got it all wrong. This isn't a forecast. This is actual data. Blah!
Forecast data. All weather reports have some inaccuracies.
Like
Yeah,
poison
you're telling me
frogs.
about it. It may have been. It may have still been snowing in the vicinity well past 11 p.m.
It's true. We cannot be totally sure, eh?
What? How did she pull that off?
It had stopped snowing at Hazakura Temple when the murder took place. You need to provide conclusive evidence of this.
I've come this far. There's no turning back now. Very well. I too cannot allow any doubt to remain concerning this testimony.
You can't back down, can you? Such a perfectionist, Miles Edgeworth.
Very well then, Mr. Edgeworth. Where is your evidence that it had already stopped snowing when the victim was killed?
I got it.
If anybody wondering what that lower voice was, that was when I played as Dr. Turner Gray. I tried to come back with that joke.
Down to one point. That being whether or not it was snowing in that courtyard when the victim was stabbed.
That's right, but proving that is...
Incredibly easy.
Huh?
If we want to know whether it was snowing or not, this photo will tell us everything. Of course, I'm referring to the photo of the crime scene. As you can see, everything is covered with snow. With just one exception.
And that is?
The victim herself, Miss Elise Donham. Why is there no snow on top of her? The answer is simple. It had stopped snowing when she was killed, that's why. In other words, the killer really did go to the Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon. But in this photograph, there should be two sets of tracks.
Order! Just what are you... Blah!
Just what are you suggesting, Miles Edgeworth?
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure myself, but... this is simply what all of the facts point to. That night, someone used the snowmobile to leave Hazakura Temple. From the tracks left, it can be understood that they were heading for Dusky Bridge. At that time, it was still snowing.
Of course it was, because those tracks were erased by the snow.
Then, when this person returned to Hazakura Temple,
Did we lose Sylph?
I do not know.
Did we?
Yo,
Self.
Sophie.
Oh no, did the snowmobile get them? The phantom snowmobile.
It's probably
Uh-oh.
Elliot.
Okay. Yeah, I don't, hold on. Oh, it shows that they're still up without the mic being muted.
Yeah.
Alright, hold on. Alright,
Okay.
I'll do it. The snow had stopped, thus the return tracks remained.
Can I say something? This all sounds a bit fishy to me.
What does, sister?
Oh, Sylph's Wi-Fi went out. Okay.
Oh.
Sorry about.
There is only one key for the snowmobile.
Furthermore, on the night in question, we note that the defendant had it. The key was found in her room after the murder.
Which only means that night. Iris used the snowmobile to go to the inner temple.
But Iris said that she never went there. I should probably press on this point some more when I get the chance.
The snowmobile can't cross the suspension bridge. So she must have left it on the Hakazara side of the bridge and crossed on foot. Somebody's breathing in my ear.
That sounds right.
No?
But what the odd is, I left Iris and returned to Zakura Temple. Not me either, so. I didn't see anything near Dusky Bridge.
You must have just failed to see it, sister.
Maybe. But when I made it back to Zakura Temple, it was there by the main gate. The snowmobile, I mean. I know what I saw. It was covered in snow, too.
But that isn't possible.
Order in the court. What does all this mean?
Nah.
Then what was the snowmobile used for? It wasn't taken by the defendant when she went to the inner temple. If it had been, then the witness couldn't possibly have seen it by the gate. Furthermore, it wasn't used by the killer to dispose of the murder weapon. If that was the case, there should be 2 sets of tracks in this photo. All we know is this. After it stopped snowing, someone used this snowmobile to return to Hazakura Temple. I never thought a simple snowmobile could cause so much trouble.
I think we've learned all we can from this witness.
I got nothing more to add. I told you everything, even that I know, in the winter.
But then, that still leaves us with the same problem. If only there was someone, a witness who could testify to having seen the snowmobile.
A witness, huh?
Was there no one out walking perhaps near Dusky Bridge on that night?
I don't think that's likely. It was cold enough to freeze your ears off. Only an idiot would go out wandering in like that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we know who's going to be next.
Yep.
Unless they do something really important to do.
That's a shame.
Hold on. Something is coming to me. An idiot may well have gone wandering out on that subarctic night.
Oh, God.
Your Honor. Actually, there just might be one individual who may be of help to us.
Really?
And it's not that dog.
You know of someone who might have seen the snowmobile on the night of the murder?
I don't know for sure if he saw it or not. But there are two things about him that do come to mind.
Which are?
First, that he saw something incredible on the night of the murder.
And second being,
He's an idiot.
This individual that I'm thinking of went wandering outside on that cold night. In other words, he is our kind of idiot.
Yeah!
Mr. Edgeworth, who is this fool you're talking about?
Larry Butts.
Oh, there he is.
My friend since grade school. I don't remember how we became friends, though. That's an origin story I would love to see. If they ever did, Ace Attorney Babies.
They didn't expand on it in the anime?
Nope. Not enough, anyway. Actually, no, I take it back. Keychains. This guy must be a product of Jean-Luc Deladuc's Guide to Obnoxious French Painting. I just upset the Picard family. Hopefully he doesn't use the Enterprise to shoot me down.
This is Larry Butts, a disciple of the victim Elise Stoneham.
Her student? Interesting. And why was he wandering about outside on the night of the murder?
He's a stalker, Your Honor.
That's... I could tell them all about his designs for Iris. But it may cost us his credibility as a witness before I even call him. He is, after all, an artist. He was perhaps searching for something in the snowy scenery that would move him.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Although I cannot guarantee that this is the witness, the reason.
You can't guarantee that the witness actually exists, Mr. Edgeworth? Are you trying to will Larry Butts out of existence of your own mind?
Yes. Yes, he
Not
is.
guarantee that this is the reason.
First you have
Perhaps.
homoerotic thoughts of Phoenix Wright, and now you're having the thoughts of like trying to get out of this thing with Larry Butts. What is with your friendships, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm questioning your social skills.
Perhaps you'll know the truth when you see him, Your Honor.
Oh
and then
boy.
You too will want to wheel him out of existence.
Listen, I've already been gaslighted by you. I've been whipped by her. The bikini lady is showing me her naked body. My wife is gonna kill me when I get home. And we're supposed to be going to Nickelback, and I gotta listen to that shitty music. My life.
Oh, and your brother just went to a Beastie Boy concert.
I know. He had the credibility of actually being born in New York City.
and so, this unfortunate, unreliable-looking man... What exactly was it that he saw?
I intend to extract them from him, right here in this courtroom.
Summon this youth as a witness immediately.
I have no choice, do I?
I believe he is in the gallery for this trial.
Hey guys.
Get out of
Just
here,
gonna jump in
Larry.
the stand. It will not take long to summon him.
I know, I can come down here right
there.
now. I can come down right now. I'm actually right behind you, Edgy. Hi, dude.
Oh, for fuck's sake, what have I told you about personal space, Larry?
I can
This
see
is
it now.
not just like the time you walked in on the bathroom.
I can see it now. Larry's standing outside talking to Homestar's trying to like back away to get away from Larry.
Ow. Strong Dad warned me about you, Larry. I'm Homestar. I'm sorry. Even I can't kick his ass. I tried so much. He just takes it as a compliment. He just makes it no fun. Like, Strongman even punched him in the face, and he was like, thank you, sir. May I have another? And we're like, no, you can't. Stop. Get it away from us. He's like, no, I want to be hit by you. I'm like, no, get away from me.
Check, please.
Very well.
Larry,
Hi.
you may have skipped me yesterday, but today I'm going to get everything out of you.
Oh boy.
Keep your mind out of the gutter.
The court will now adjourn for a 20-minute break. Miss Von Karma, or in our case, a 48-hour break. Miss Von Karma, please see to preparing the next witness.
Understood, Your Honor.
Good. Well then, court is now in recess.
I call the slide.
Meanwhile, the judge immediately ran out of the courtroom. 20 minutes.
Went to the break room, oh no. Went out to get some good, like something good to drink.
Yes, he
Pour some stuff in there,
He went to go
Oh, I
get
can
some
see it.
bagels.
Yeah, just like he's sitting there in his chambers with his head in his hands, saying, "Why?
Yeah, he's like that Picard meme where he's just got the hand in his face.
Yeah."
At least it's not like he has a bottle of cheap whiskey.
You know what I would like to do right now? I would like to watch a hockey game. Just any hockey game. I'll take college hockey at this point.
Sorry, Judgy, you can't.
God, I'll cancel the Nickelback concert and just go to an Edmonton Orioles game. Orioles, that's Baltimore baseball. I meant Oilers. God, I've been so flabbergasted by everything that has gone on today. Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Little does this...
Sit on that Nickelback concert.
Yeah, little does the judge know who Larry is going to bring to the table. or what Larry's going to bring to the table, for that matter. Hey guys, let me tell you all about how I stalked Iris. No, Larry.
No, get out of here, Larry.
Oh my god.
Let Christ compel you. Let Christ compel you.
Not even the spirits.
The power of Christ compel you.
Not even the
Get him out of here.
Not even the spirits want to touch Larry. They try to summon a spirit. They're like, "Oh, it's Larry. Get me back to the spirit realm now."
Larry's like, why does everyone
Well, it's only
hate
like
me?
rice at his ass.
Like, even his first girlfriend that got murdered by that Frank Sod guy, Cindy Stone, she's gonna look at him and be like, no, bring me back. I'd rather be dead than look at his face again.
Hell, I'm not talking to Larry.
Talking to Larry is hell. At least with Satan, he actually caused a casual conversation.
Satan's like, I have nothing to do with you.
I was like, Satan's like, oh my god, this Larry guy, he's even worse than me.
13 reasons why we hate Larry.
Oh god, 13 reasons why, the Larry edition. Oh my god.
Oh no.
But instead of unaliving, it's just like 13 reasons why everybody runs away from him.
Yeah.
Is it then going to turn into that episode of SpongeBob where everyone left town for a day?
Yeah. It's like, we just needed a break from you, Larry. What? So you mean all this time everybody here in Los Angeles just wanted a break from me? Yep. And now, the next day, we got to get ready to get away from Gumshoe. Oh, can I join? Yeah, come on in. Jump on the bus. All right. Well, hey, listen. On Friday, we're going to come back, and we got to put up with Larry. So don't look forward to that. Grit your teeth, and just prepare yourselves, because we're dealing with we're dealing with the toxic masculinity in human form, and it's Larry Butts.
Hey, Judge.
What is it?
I'll bring you a Larry Pinata to hit next week.
Oh, I'm so down. And instead of a bat, can it be a hockey stick?
Yes.
Okay, because I will hit the pinata with the hockey stick. All right.
And
Anyway.
I'll make you one.
I mean,
I'll
imagine
make you-
him like trying to use that pinata and hit him straight in the nuts.
And as long as there are hockey pucks inside, because then I could throw the pucks at him later.
Well, I'll make it even better. I'll string Larry up and we can make him a human.
You know, back in Canada, we used to have this thing where, you know, when we would prepare for hockey practice, a lot of times we would hockey puck each other in the ass. That's exactly what I'm going to do to Larry. With like 20 different hockey pucks, a hockey stick.
Everybody hates.
No. It would be everybody hates butts.
Well, I was trying to fit it in like that, but I failed.
Yeah, Larry, it's got too many syllables.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay.
I hate the Butts family.
All right. Well, we're gonna come back, like I said, on Friday to finish the Larry thing. Make sure to leave a like. Make sure to leave a comment. Make sure to subscribe. Helps all the algorithm. Hit the notification bell so you know when we go live and when these very homoerotic videos get posted up of the things we clipped tonight. So until then, good night. We'll see you on Friday for Friday Night Phoenix.